All right, so let's do some cosine cardioids. So let's do r equals 3 plus 3 cosine theta. So again, I want to plug in some angles, find out what the r values are. Here we go. So angle 0, putting it into here, that would give me 6 total. Angle pi over 2 would give me 3. Angle pi, because cosine of pi is -1, would give me 0. 3 pi over 2 would give me 3, and 2 pi would get me back to 6 again. Okay, so here we go. So angle 0, you're out at 6. Angle pi over 2, you're here at 3. Angle pi, I'm here at 0. 3 pi over 2, I'm at 3, and back to 6 again. So this is the graph of 3 plus 3 cosine. So let's do 3 minus 3 cosine by choosing some angles. So I'm just going to pick the same angles and quickly go through 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi. So if I put in angle 0, I get 3 minus 3, so that's 0. So pi over 2, that'll give me 3. If I put in angle pi, this will give me 3 plus 3, so that'll give me 6. This 3 pi over 2 will get me to 3, and this gets me to 0 again. Okay, angle 0, I'm at, or 0, the r equals 0. Angle pi over 2, I'm at 3. Angle pi, I'm at 6. 3 pi over 2, I'm at 3, and back to 0 again. So this is the cardioid. All right, these are the flowers. So notice there's multiple angles on the inside. So if this number n is odd, I get that many petals. So if I have 3, that means I'm going to have 3 petals. If I have 5, I get 5 petals. Okay, if n is even, so if I have n is equal to 2, I have 4 petals. If I have 6, that means I get 12 petals. Okay, so that's the number of petals in each of the flowers. So let's look at r equal, let's choose the number a here as 2 for just for variety. Cosine of 3 theta. Okay, so because this n is 3, is odd number, I'm going to get 3 petals out of this. So I'm going to go pick some angles to choose, and I'm going to pick nice ones that work out in here, right? So I'm going to pick angle 0, I'm going to pick pi over 6, and pi over 3, and pi over 2. So let's just get an idea of what's happening here. So if I plug in angle 0 into here, I get 2. Right? Because cosine is 0 gives me the 1. If I put in pi over 6, this just give me a 0, cosine of pi over 2, which is 0. If I put in pi over 3, I get cosine of pi, which is going to be a -2. If I put in pi over 2, I get 0 again. So let's see if I can see where the petals are. So angle 0, I'm out here at 2. Angle pi over 6, which I know is about here, right? I'm back here at 0. So here to here. Angle pi over 3, which I know is up here, I go a distance of -pi over 2, so I'm down here. So it looks like that. And angle pi over 2, I'm back at 0 again. And so because I know there's 3 petals, I know that it must come up here and must do this. Okay, so cosines are always, the cosine graphs are always going to be symmetric with respect to the x-axis. So mirror image, right? Mirror image on the x-axis. Okay, so this is my flower with 3 petals. So let's do r equals 3 sine of 2 theta. So if I have 2 here, that means I'm going to have 4 petals. So let's plug in some thetas and find out what some r's are going to be. So I'm going to do 0, pi over 2, and pi over 4, pi over 2, 3 pi over 4 pi. Let's see what I can find out and see what symmetry I can use. So sine are going to be symmetric with respect to the y-axis. So angle 0 gives me r is 0. If I put in angle pi over 4, I get sine of pi over 2, which is 1, so that gives me 3. Put in pi over 2, I get 0 again. 3 pi over 4, that's going to give me a negative 3. And then this is going to give me 0 again. All right, so let's try and graph this. So angle 0, I get 0. Angle pi over 4, I get 3. Angle pi over 2, I'm back here again. So this must have traced out a petal. Angle 3 pi over 4, which is over here, I get negative 3. So I'm back down here and then back to here. And because I know there's symmetry with respect to the y-axis, I must see that there's 2 more petals that look like that.